So this is part 2 of making sure that your photographer doesn't miss a moment on your wedding day. I'm Georgia McGilly from Georgia Beth Photography, and I've been working in the wedding industry for years, working alongside wedding planners and loads of other amazing wedding suppliers to put together beautiful weddings. And I am just giving you guys tips every single Saturday here on YouTube so that you can go along this wedding planning journey without worrying that you have no idea what you're doing. So go ahead and hit subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video, and pop in the comments below if there's anything that you're interested in watching and hearing from me. So last week we had a little look at what sort of photos need to be taken in your getting ready time to make sure that your photographer doesn't miss any moments. And today we're going to be looking at how to capture all those kind of like little in-betweeny bits so that when you look back on your wedding day, you're not going to realize that you missed a whole big chunk of all the things that you put effort into. If you're worried about your photographer not getting time to photograph those details, I always say that I will leave the kind of getting ready venues to go to the ceremony to make sure I capture any kind of florals or anything that's happening in the ceremony space before all of the guests arrive. It doesn't matter if there's a few guests milling around, but it makes sure that you capture those little special moments. I also recommend that after you've done your big portraits, that if you're worried again about your photographer capturing that reception space, then usually he or she will have a bit of time during the cocktail hour to go into your reception space and photograph any tablescapes, cakes, decor that you've got sorted, anything like that. So just make sure that you've carved out a little bit of time during the cocktail hour so that they can pop away and do that. And honestly, it doesn't matter if the cocktail hour is a lot more than an hour. People enjoy sipping drinks and having fun and having a catch up. And they're really there for you and to make sure that you have a really beautiful day. They're not there for anybody else. So it won't matter if they have to wait a little bit longer for their meal. So moving on to first looks, we mentioned this a little bit last week when we were talking about the getting ready photos, but I always recommend you have a bridesmaid's first look, a parent's first look, maybe a sibling's or a grandparent's first look, all those sorts of things. So whoever you've got upstairs or in a room helping you get into your dress, they're obviously not going to get a first look because they're helping you, but then you might want to have your dad, who hasn't seen you getting ready at all, having a first look. So you make sure that's all organised by your photographer, that she knows where she's standing, that she tells you when she's ready so that she can capture those moments when he first sees you. And the same with the bridesmaids. You can do kind of like a coming down the stairs, the bridesmaids at the bottom of the stairs, the photographer photographing from behind you so that they can capture all of those beautiful emotional reactions. And you can do the same for any special family members that you might want to do that with. Moving on, a lot of couples choose to do a special intimate first look between the two of them before the ceremony starts. Now, this is something that's quite new here in the UK. It's far more common in the US, but in the UK we tend to have a lot of church weddings, and the first time the couple will see each other is when the bride is walking down the aisle. But a lot of couples are opting to have this kind of more intimate first look where they may be able to exchange some, like a really special moment, just the two of them together, maybe exchange some special letters that they've written for each other, something like that. So you've got to make sure the photographer has kind of orchestrated this and planned it in the right way so that you know exactly what you're doing and so that they don't miss that special moment when you both see each other all dressed up for the first time. You just want to discuss that with your photographer to make sure that she or he is actually there and ready to capture both of your reactions as you first see each other, whether it's a back-to-the-back thing or whether it's the groom's in a place and the bride comes around the corner, anything like that. It really works when your photographer knows what they're doing and has kind of orchestrated the situation so that she or he doesn't capture the wrong thing or misses a moment. So that's it for those in-between moments. Next week, we're going to be looking at how your photographer can make sure they don't miss a moment in your ceremony and in your portraits. And then the fourth part will be all about the reception. So make sure that you hit subscribe so that you don't miss out on those. Also, I have a free wedding guide and checklist that's all to help you with your wedding planning journey, and you can grab that in the comments below. So make sure you go ahead and grab that from the comments below, copy and paste the list of all the tips that I've given you in this video so that you've got that. And I will see you guys really soon. Congratulations on your engagement. I'm always cheering you on.